American football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it's all up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Pittsburgh Steelers and these guys defending their home turf. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me, as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense. Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Russ now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once the defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Headed out right. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Collects this at the 32. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And leading them out to the 2nd pick of the 2nd round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
Levis came into this league with a big old arm and an even bigger chip on his shoulder, Kate, based on where he was drafted. I still remember that on draft day, and you could see the disappointment as he fell out of that 1st round, and because of it, he's just got that fight to him. It's easy to envision him proving those doubters, and so many of those teams who passed on him, wrong.
A first carry here for Tony Pollard. Jukes out a one-stop. Oh, breaking ankles with that move. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. He does it, touchdown! These guys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he gets him around 6 there. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Wilson now from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked up by the defense. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Gets it to the 15. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. These guys pull out in front further. 13-zip. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And his guys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
That one's cut along the left sideline. This play goes for 36. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. From the gun, they go with Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings them to 3rd down. This, our last play of the quarter. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chiname Owuzie. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. It's a two-score game early. More from this one right after this. Levis now off the play fake. Oh, it put some heat on this deep. It connects on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Pass caught by Ridley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! These guys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Folk with a point after. And these guys stretch their lead to 21. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And that will not be enough for a first down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now here's Russ. Getting ugly early, intercepted again. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And with exactly 1 minute left to go, they've got some time, but they've got to work fairly quick. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Freiermuth there to bring it in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Russ is cooking again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Wilson to throw again. Searches from the pocket. Locates Jefferson along the sideline. Complete. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Corliss Waitman on the punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. This offense getting to take the field one more time in the half. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to...
Along the right sideline, there's space. At the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Folk on now to try the point after. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. We've reached halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these 2 teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. Derrick Henry, a touchdown run in the victory. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home teams and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Levis. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And that is a touchdown! These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And these guys continue piling onto this lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's a return, 7. And he's brought down just inside the 5 on the return. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 28. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Wilson on 3rd down. Flush down now to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st down, ball at the 36. Harris gets it on the draw. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Harris once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Chidobe Owuzie. Jukes one defender. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing is Levis. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now Levis. He sends this one to the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. This might be a free play for him. That's caught for the 1st. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. The deep shot connects on the free play and makes for a very easy decline of that offsides flag. They'll run here following the penalty. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. These guys throwing 6 more on the blowout. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys continue adding on to that lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they pick him off again. Picked up by Chidobe Owuzie.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Here's Levis. He's looking deep once again. Big gain downfield. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. These guys are running them out of the building. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Folk with a point after. And these guys tack on 7 more to their lead.
56. Visitors nothing.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The Steelers offense headed out. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them hornets, I call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
They bring the pressure, down he goes! And that pushes them back, third down coming up. Russ now from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Quandre Diggs with the INT. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Now, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
The home teams and Will Levis set to take over again. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Like 54, like 54. What do you read him?
Levis. He's got it. Touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Pittsburgh in its offense, all set to go. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Wilson with it on 1st. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Like 54.
Throwing now, following the turnover. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. These guys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Will Levis with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. First down throw from Wilson. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. A nice showing here from our winners as we sign off from another edition of the NFL on EA Sports.